Welcome to the next episode of Cobra Kai that I'm watching, reviewing, re-reviewing, looking back to probably, 2 years ago, roughly, is when this came out, and I saw it immediately, and I watched it again a few times, and I saw it. I'm sure I watched it last year as well, so I'm at least a year away from having a full viewing of all these episodes. The next episode, episode 8, Molting. I believe I've seen clips of this sometime over the last year, as if I haven't seen the whole episode, probably have, but there's a little something in this episode I recall that's it's sweet. It's sweet because it calls into attention some more glorious 80s excess music-wise. Look, we had some of the, I've heard people say how lousy the 80s music is and how lousy some of the pop music is. But I didn't particularly care for pop music back in the day, but some of it was irresistible. Even the stuff that I profess to not like. It was irresistible, and there was one thing that was effectively a bona fide pop song, but it was sort of a hard rock heavy metal song. You almost don't need to go any further mentioning the 80s glorious excess and hard rock heavy metal pop. There really is only one thing, and if I'm not mistaken, start it right now. Here we go. It does start at the beginning. Oh no. He opens up a cork, and it's not the bottle. Here he is, headband and a Cobra Kai shirt. Because he can't crack a bottle on the ground. He's got to do a can. Uh-huh. Yeah, almost everyone knows this song. You're gonna break windows in a car in a junkyard. Of course you're gonna. Don't get any rusty nails, kids. Oh, is it over the top? Yeah, of course it's over the top. This is indeed glorious success. And so is the 80s, and so is Twisted Sister. Yeah, he's got the look on his face like, too many? Yeah, maybe. Did I go too far? Yeah, I think I did. See, now this is sweet. Look at all the pictures together. That's sweet. Oh, and we get to see their grandmother is in town. Oh, and here's Louie as well. Oh, well, here's a legitimate sausage, and we're actually looking at it. Not a joke anymore. They've already heard it. His son outs him. I thought it was a cliff. Okay, now this does make sense, and I do get it. I don't mind the prepackaged stuff, but of course, Mrs. LaRusso is going to point out that the Metagons they like the Italian food, but they don't get real Italian food. Oh, you Americans, you like it a pasta salad. I can hear my grandmother. I don't know if she actually said that, but that's the sort of thing she would have said. Yeah, promise me. Promise. Star pupil. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You kissed him, Sam. You got on top of him and kissed him. In a generally innocent way, but when a girl sits on top of you, it's hard to look at that innocently. Just not saying, I'm just saying. I speak as a father as well as a man who used to be a boy. Wait a second. Give me that phone. Yeah, she crashed into my car with her friends. Yeah, okay, this is where. It's funny because there is a certain, you hear that and you think, well, that's nonsense. Girls don't do that. What kind of girl would do? Depends on how you act and how you treat and how you react. That is true. They don't want you to slap them. They don't want you to kick them. But generally, you kind of tease them, mock them, throw stuff at. Yeah, right. Especially in high school. Yeah. She gave me this. So I have summer before my senior year, we got home. Figured we worked things out. Then 10 years. Yeah. Well, that's kind of the truth, yeah. 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 Halloween dance, sitting there minding my own business. Got some beautiful water hose. You see the guy who runs, and turns a water hose on my head. So I chase him down, try to put these things that night, right? Turns out the guy's got a karate master of his own. Right from out of nowhere, jumps us and saws me and my friends. I think my buddy Tommy got brain damage. Tommy got brain damage. Oh. I get to relive this now. I don't really see that. What's worse is I lost Allie. Yeah, well, the reason I'm telling you all this, that happens. That's what happens. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Cupid giveth and Cupid taketh away. You earneth and you lose on your own merit sometimes as well. Yeah, details you wouldn't normally give in front of your aunt.
What did I say about using my name to make people? Hey, be nice. You just made a mistake.
A mistake is forgetting to lock up work, which he has done several times. This is interfering with our business. Just stay out of it. Stay out of it.
That's very nice way to talk to your mother. Oh, geez, she didn't mean it that way. You sound silent.
No, I meant it that way.
Hey, he's family, and you always take care of family.
We do take care of family. Because not only do we hire Louis, we also host Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter.
Oh, come on. It's easy to host when everything is catered.
Yeah, this, but
Whatever you want. Go to my kitchen and I'll make it right now.
Okay.
Let's go to the kitchen. I'll put it on you. Oh my God, Anthony, make everything worse.
that's a family dinner. Almost feel at home. Oh, and we get his mom again. Wish it was that easy too.
That sounds like the opposite of good. Want to join us? So what? It's pretty good. No buts. My dojo.
Yeah. You don't normally see this. You don't normally see this. Spiritu Sanctum. Yeah, well, that's
Okay, let's see. So
every now and then you see a show or a movie or something like that, and maybe it is cheesy, but you end up seeing that people pray or people have the American flag at their house, and they're just regular people. And often that's used against characters. It's often used as a tell that these people are not good, or they're hypocritical, or they have biases or prejudices. Prejudices is what I want to say, because I'm a smartass. In English, we call them bananas. See, they smile at him because it's a little simple and humbling, and they like him. Anyway, those things that are normally tells. It's funny how what used to be a reliable go-to, this is a good person, this is a decent person, they go and see their grandmother, they go and take care of their family, their parents, or they pray, or they, hold the country in esteem and fly the flag. Then it became, well, it's always used for that. Why don't we use it as a counter? In spite of the fact that these are people who are decent and good and pray and patriotic and that, then in spite of that, it's a yeah, but. And now it's become a cliche in that direction, where it is, well, they're lousy people. And you can tell because they're like this. And so now it's going in the other direction. Now it's the counter, where it's the gotcha. Yeah, but they're good people. Yeah, and they do this sort of thing. Yeah, and they have. It's good to see that now and again, not having a lousy, simple cliche. Cliches aren't always bad, though. I used it for a title. I used it for a name. But generally, you can use them in a sufficient way. It's if it's lazy. And it has been lazy before. Yeah. Yeah, Carmen. All right. Will we ever see that? Will we ever see that? Is it really just a whole backstory? Will we ever see Miguel's father come into the picture? Will we ever see that? I don't know if it's worth doing. Is it? It might be. There were rumors at the time that This means something. We're going to see it in season 2. His father is going to show up, and actually it's Terry Silver or somebody connected to the series, the franchise's past. I don't know if we need to do that, but
Sorry, I was looking for some loose. I must have trained me back here for dojo. And I should thank you. Try helping me into it.
well, the lady who plays Carmen is Colombian. Oh, well, I've heard from many, many, many people how Colombian women are like Italian women, like Iranian women, like Indian women, like, well, all the best women around the world, absolutely gorgeous. If they're merely attractive, they're average. Generally, they're all gorgeous. And yeah, I think she probably qualifies.
Don't worry. You'll see.
Ooh, yeah, really?
When I was a kid, Miss Miami took me to this beautiful lake up north to train. I tried to take some men there once, but after the drought, it's become more of a puddle. So I found this spot to stay. You hear that? You hear that? I want you to close your eyes and just listen. What do you hear? Nothing. Exactly. Phone calls, no internet, no family.
Sometimes you do. You got to get away, and you got to get everything out of the way, out of your way. Yeah, he's got a better TV now. Good. You see, I keep confusing his mom with his ex-wife, because his mom, the actress who they use for the pictures, at least for his mom, does look a little bit like the actress who plays his ex-wife. Oh, Iron Eagle. Apparently, the notes for the episode says that Iron Eagle, while Iron Eagle is seems to be a favorite or something that Johnny at least likes. His dad was the second assistant director on that movie. I mean, Billy Zabka's actual dad. So there's a certain connection that's cute that they do that. I wonder if it was simply a coincidence and they thought, well, they couldn't. I mean, he's both. Why can't I think of his name? Why can't I think of his name? That's so dumb. Daniel. Ralph Macchio and William Zabka. They're both producers, co-producers for the series, and it's good. It's good that they are. Yeah, now here's the thing that always throws me when I see this shot that's coming up. I mean, anybody who hasn't seen it, as soon as you see it, you'll go, okay. And by referencing it, it's going to be, oh yeah, that thing. Yeah. It's that balance shot. It takes me out of it because it does look really staged, and it's one of the things in this that looks really fake that I did that just it stands out. It's like Miguel leaning his head forward when he gets Pepto-Bismol dumped on him by Kyler. It looks staged. It looks like it does not look how it would happen. This thing, oh, come on, Robbie, tell him, open up. See, this is the lesson. The lesson being, open your mouth. It's bothering you? You should probably say so. Do we ever learn that?
Don't thank me yet. You're about to hate me.
The inclination is probably always there to
Come on.
hide what you're embarrassed by, what you're ashamed by, what you know you're doing that's not on the up and up. Maybe you'll just go away. Maybe I won't have to deal with it. Maybe it was a mistake that I can walk away from. Maybe. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you can say, look, I backed out of that. I'm not going forward down that road anymore. And you don't want to acknowledge that you were on that road. Sometimes you can do that. But if it's Three's Company, or if it's a movie where that complication will get you, it's going to show. And certainly in life, it will show. Maybe it's his hair. Maybe it's his hair. Hockey doesn't count. Yeah, that's all right. No fear. We're getting that from him right now. Is he actually doing it with milk duds? See, Aisha can give him the confidence that he needs. Look, her dad's fine. And he is. See, Hawk, you better have better aim if you're going to pull the old throw of the Doritos at the girls in the movie theater trick. Maybe Johnny didn't explain that part because every now and then you got to get called out by the fella who you accidentally hit with a milk dud. Well, okay, he's happy. He got it. Good for you, Robbie. It's his hair. I think it is his hair. It looks too... See, there's the balance thing. And Yoda? Master Yoda? Yeah, but does it ruin anything for me? No, the whole Pepto-Bismol thing didn't ruin it. None of that ruined it for me. This is all very sincere. It's all very heartfelt. And it's fun and interesting drama, character interplay and development and stories of coming of age and clearing your attic out. The heart is right there. It's full of heart. The thing is all heart. It's like the way Rocky was. Rocky, the first movie, and Rocky Balboa. I would. Yeah.
You're not paying me to cook.
You ain't got to pay at all. Someone near the door.
You think I don't know that?
He lays it on a little thick. Asner is laying it on just a little bit thick. Very cliche. What did I say? No shit.
What's that? Oh, you know me? Good, almighty.
It's all right.
What do you want me to do? Leave it here on the table until you come back next week?
I will be back.
Of course I'll be back. You need my money.
I never needed your money. Just the only thing you ever did.
Yeah. He's real proud of himself, and he should be. And Sid has no comeback. That's good. You want him to have all of that. You want him to have all that. Mother-in-law and wife. I gotta say, that kitchen is oy gewalt. Now, the size of the kitchen, I gotta say, is also, God, look at all the burners on that thing. Jesus Louises. The rest of you Metagons might not understand that as I think, part of my cultural heritage, I love the idea of cooking. And I love the idea of cooking for family and for friends and for fun. I do enjoy it. I don't do it anywhere near enough. So to see a kitchen like that, oh, boy, gewalt, I would love. One weekend, one day, one night, cooking in a place like that. I'd love it. I would absolutely love it. Simple misunderstanding, that's all the stuff that assumptions get us in trouble all the time. And even at this advanced stage of my life, it always gets me. And sometimes I think this happens to everybody. You see it happening. You see the moment that you go, yeah, there's something I'm missing. I'm reading over and over and over into this. I'm overthinking it. Boy, I got a talent for that. You see yourself thinking, I should hear the other side, but you can't, or at least you can't yet. Yeah, you want this to work out for them as well. Louis thinks he's Joe Pesci here. So this is fun. This is the episode. I guess it didn't dawn on me until just now. This is the episode where they crash, they break windows of cars. Presumably, they can only schedule all car window breaking and damage in one story, in one episode. Get it, Johnny? Oh yeah. That is one kind of Italian. Yeah, he gets to go in a motorcycle, although that's the he's got to leave his car on fire. Well, I can appreciate that. Who put the fire out? Did Louis call? Did Louis put a call in? Did the bikers put a call in? Did they go and let it be? Did they go and get into his place and take his, he doesn't have stuff. He's got a TV, that's it. Did Carmen call the cops or the fire department? Evidently not enough happened in that housing development, the apartment complex. And that's good news. And that's what we want. We don't want anything serious to happen. In spite of the fact this Firebird just got torched and wrecked, and it wasn't even in gear. Mess with a man's car, man. You're gonna get his attention. What's gonna happen? Well, we all know what's gonna happen. He's got to go and talk to Daniel. He's got to have words. Got to have serious words. Your loser douchebag cousin. Does he know? Yeah, he did say something about his relative. Your loser douchebag cousin just trashed my car. And of course, he's going to think, what's he going to think? He's going to think Daniel put him up to it. Absolutely, he's going to think that Daniel put him up to it. That's the main assumption you can make, especially with an Italian family. Well, but it's also, we have Miguel. What is he going to do? He's going to assume that there's another guy there for whatever reason. Is he a friend of the family, a friend of Sam's? So she's there having dinner with a guy who's probably not a relative. And he's at the house, but I've never been invited over. Why is that? Well, yeah, naturally you're going to ask. Naturally you're going to ask. It's all a lot of assumptions. And Sam assuming that her dad isn't going to take to Miguel. And the way he is with Johnny, yeah. It's probably a good assumption, unfortunately. This is why Three's Company was a successful series, because unfortunately everyone makes assumptions and makes misunderstandings, and before you know another bit of 80s glory. Although I think Three's Company may have actually started in the 70s. Just as a guess. And in fact, I am correct. It did start 1976, at least according to what I see online. Oh dear. Not another misunderstanding. How about that? It ended in 84, and 84 is the year that Karate Kid came out. It's merely a coincidence. It's just to say that these little misunderstandings that we let run away with our imagination and our common sense and our ability to say what's really going on and explain your own feelings. That's what gets us in trouble all the time. It's where all the trouble comes in this episode. It's where all the trouble comes in with Molting. And again, it sets everything up, and it takes from everything before, and it properly sets it up, and we think, okay, now it's really starting. Now it's really where we want to be. And yeah, the next episode is the penultimate episode of the season, different but same, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's probably my favorite of the season, other than the opener. The opener is fantastic, and Same But Different is fantastic. It is the real setup for the end. Oh, do I have to go and watch it? Do I have to? Am I going to go and watch it right away? I'm a sucker. I'll be chomping at the bit if I get up and walk away for a moment to get a bite to eat. So that's exactly what I got to do. I got to get a bite to eat. Because I can't keep watching Cobra Kai on an empty stomach. It's glorious. And it's that damn kitchen. It's that damn family dinners. The two of them. I'm hungry because of Italian tradition. So I'm going to wait. Cobra Kai episode 9 from season 1 has got to wait because of Italian tradition. Thank you very much for your attention and tuning in once more. I would appreciate a comment or two. Interesting conversation could be just around the corner. And if you did like, please do like. And a subscription could be yours. Of course, I charge nothing. How generous of me. Oh, fantastic. Anyway, I look forward to your attendance and attention next time around. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care.